Video interviews are a great way to generate awesome content for your viewers. You can easily interview experts from all over the world quickly and easily online and get great quality results with some very basic software and equipment. Of course, there are a number of options that you've got when it comes to running your call. So things like Skype, Google Hangouts, FaceTime, Viber, but Skype seems to be the most popular and is pretty much the standard for any sort of online interview. Skype also happens to have some great third-party software available for high-definition call recording. And that's what we'll be running through in today's video. First off, remember we're going to be recording in HD. So that's 2 HD video streams, so one for each participant of the call. So your results are always going to be dependent on the internet speed and reliability of everyone on the call. So always make sure you've got a good connection before you start, because it can easily ruin a great interview. Now, I did do a very quick video previously on the recommended speeds for Skype, and I'll put a link on screen now and in the description below. Now, jumping straight to the software, there are a few free options for both Mac and PC. I've tried a few, but honestly, none of them really compare to the paid versions, which I'm about to get into. For example, if you're on a Mac, you could just use Quicktime's built-in screen recording function to record your Skype call that way. The biggest issue with that is you don't have any control over your audio, and you're also recording only what you're seeing on the screen. One of you will be really big and the other one will be really small. So not ideal for a really professional looking Skype interview. So on Mac, my go-to software is called Skype Call Recorder, and it's by a company called Ecamm. I'll put a link in the description below as well. This is by far the best call recording software I've used, and I recommend it to all my clients. But it does only work on Mac. If you're a Windows user, I'd suggest checking out a program called Pamela. As a Skype video call recorder, it does do a good job, but it's not quite as good as the Skype Call Recorder on Mac. Okay, so now we'll run through how to record a video call using Skype Call Recorder and a few of the settings or options that you should be aware of. All right, you'll see that when Skype loads up, you've got your call recorder that pops up straight away. So the first thing to check when you've just installed it is that your settings are correct. And you should also double check these before you actually make your call. So click settings here, and it's always a good idea to check for updates so that you're running the latest version. Audio encoding, I'm just going to quickly run through the settings here with you just to show you the options. I use AAC compression. Video quality should be set to high. Then you select your video image size. So here you can choose what size you actually want to record. I'd suggest selecting the highest. So in my case, it's 1280 by 720 widescreen, which is 720p. So that's the one I use. Video frame rate, maximum. Again, you want to set the settings to the highest your computer can handle, but really we're not putting it under a great deal of load here. So set it to maximum and give it a go, but I'm sure it'll be fine for you. Your recording options. Now this is one setting that you will want to play with. In my case, I like to use the multi-track, which is the advanced setting. So what that does is it records 2 full screen videos. So your screen, your picture full screen, and the person that you're interviewing full screen as well. So that way you can edit the two together in your editing software, and you just choose and switch between full screen one or full screen the other. So that's why I use multi-track or advanced setting. So the other ones that you can choose for are local, which is you at your end. So only record yours, remote only. A split screen, so it's kind of a 50-50 split. You're on one side, they're on the other. Picture in picture. Or you go the multi-track as I explained previously. And the rest of the settings, you can show the recording indicator on the video if you'd like to show that the video has been recorded. For me, I have it selected so it shows the recording controls, which is the box over here, when you start up Skype, and to keep recording controls in front during the call. So for me, if I need to stop recording or change any settings as the call's going, we can do that there. I also have it set to record the calls automatically. The other important thing to check is that you're aware of where the video files are actually saving to, so that you can find them and edit them later. So now that we've gone through the settings there, let's have a look at the actual applications that you get with this. So if you open up applications and choose movie tools, then you'll see that the Skype call recorder comes with a heap of extra little handy apps or programs for you to help with your call recording. So there's a few here. Convert for internet. It's going to convert your call into an internet friendly version. Convert to an AAC file, which is an audio file. Convert it to an AIFF file, which is also an audio file. Convert to an MP3, which is again an audio file. You've got a marker, it's where you can add some text to your recording, or markers for your editing later. But the two here that you're probably most likely to use are the Split Movie Tracks app and the Split Sides of Conversation app. So you open that up, you drag in the call recording that you've just done, and it splits the movie tracks off. And the same for the split sides of conversation. So these tools are really awesome to help you get a really professional look, because it'll split your tracks out, split your conversation out, so that you can edit your interview down to look really professional using your editing software. So then it's just a matter of making your call, and we know that the Skype call recorder is going to record your call automatically. And when you're done, you can grab your recording and drop it into the split conversation, and it automatically creates the clip, side 1, which is me there. We can scrub through that. And side 2, you've got the full screen video of the person at the other end. As you can see, it's easy to record great quality interview footage online. We'll have a video coming up really soon on the recommended equipment, so stay tuned for more. If you found this video helpful, we'd love a thumbs up. And if you're feeling really generous, a share would be even better. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to see more Primal videos, and we'll see you next time.